Well, good morning, Lufkin Central and online worship community. Jason Hollinger, the preaching and community minister here. And in our time in Jesus and Coffee this morning, we are going to be reading from Second Thessalonians chapter 3. And it's, man, just really as we think about just one verse that we're going to look at today. And as we do, we will look at that verse and kind of issue our challenge and send you on your way for your day. But as we do that, we think about all the moments we experience in this life, the different things that help to shape us, the different things that help to remind us the things that we need to do and the things that we don't need to do. Right, so there are different things that come along the ways that comes along the way, and we look at it, and as it says, we can either learn from it or run from it, right? But we have those opportunities to see them for what they are. And I don't think it's I don't like to call them coincidences. I like to call them God incidences. Those moments that God places us in those moments that in which we are in, that God does something, in some way, send someone in to remind us that we don't need to be there, or to remind us how to respond while we were there in that moment. And as we think about how this can speak to us, and how we can use this to just to lean into the different moments that we find ourselves in. On March 21st, here in Lufkin, we are at Lufkin Central. We're relaunching into our live services. We kind of dipped our toes in the waters just a couple mornings back, Sunday morning, and just things that we learned from that moment. The things that, okay, we can do this better, and all those things. And uh, but also, one of the things that we seek to learn, that one of the things that we want to accomplish is not just to come back just to be back, but to come back as the gathered, and to go out as the scattered. To use it as an opportunity that to give those that we seek to minister to in our community, to give them a place to come and to express their thankfulness, express the hope and the joy that they have in Christ, and also to lament, to express the sorrows and the struggles that they are going through. And so, we have, it's here in the next month or two, we have some different ministries that we're going to be kind of just telling you a little bit more about, and have the opportunity for that. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for those things. But also to understand that ministry opportunities are what they are, but they could be so much more with that buy-in, with that saying that, that commitment from God's people, and seeking to make those connections in the community, so that we can come together as a community. Yes, on the first day of the week, on Sunday, to lift up our praise and our worship to God. And so, yes, we do not want to be we do not desire to be a church that shows their faith in God on Sundays only, right? That as the Casting Crowns song says, what if the church on Sunday was the church on Monday too? And that's kind of that idea of where we are heading. And as I as I have these thoughts on my mind, and just trying to communicate those to you, I want to read this to you. And again, we're in Second Thessalonians chapter 3, and Second Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 16. Now may the Lord of peace give you peace at all times, in every way. The Lord be with all of you. Now, you may be wondering, okay, well, how does this connect to what we've just talked about? Well, I communicated this on Sunday. This past Sunday was the second time in the last year that I spoke to a live audience. That I had an opportunity to communicate with people, to communicate with the faith family from the Lufkin Central Faith Family. Now I've been communicating with you online, kind of throughout all this, but to see each other face to face or forehead to forehead, but having this opportunity to do that. And there was a little stress, there was a little anxiety, but what was amazing in that moment was it just as I had that opportunity to get into that study and seeing responses of people and hearing responses of people, man, there was just a certain peace that came over me that says that said to me, you know what, it's going to be okay. It's in more than anything, it's going to be more than okay. It was kind of God saying, I've got this. Now listen and speak the words that I have to say. And so my desire and my challenge for you is that this is not just something that comes up in a moment on like I had in a Bible class on Sunday morning or our relaunch preview Sunday from 2 to 3 as we just had, or even just the times of communicating on communion and just everything throughout our service. But the God of peace can give us peace in whatever moment we find ourselves in. Those moments of discipleship, those moments of sharing that testimony, those moments of leading someone to Christ when we have maybe some anxiety and we're not exactly sure how to do it. Now may the Lord of peace give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with all of you. Go and serve, go and love. And yes, there may be some anxieties. There may be some, I don't know how to do this. May the Lord of peace give you peace. Can't wait to hear how it goes. Y'all have a great day. God bless.